There we go. Okay. Perfecto. This is the chat. Let's do all chat, right? Yeah, all chat. Alright, guys. So, what's up? I'm doing a little. Shit. I'm doing a little live video here. Today I figured I'd do one since we're not gonna have a video this weekend. So, and I picked up this Badger Hill stuff, so I got a mixed bag. I got 4 beers here. I got a Hef. I got this Trader IPA. I have a Hop Hill. And then I have Goldie Ale. So, Golden Ale. And this is by Badger Hill. Never heard of them. They're out of Shakopee, Minnesota. So this is a Minnesota beer. Yeah. So I figure, I don't know. I'm just gonna start with one. I'm gonna do this Hef. I've actually really liked these Hefeweizens. This says Brewer's Batch, so limited small batch run crafted by our brewers. So this is a limited, it's a banana stand Hefeweiss. Bready wheat and slightly sweet Pilsner malt line the walls of this ester. And Hefeweizen. Alright, so Hefeweizen. I like these. I found out. I like the yeast in them. Got these glasses from Jessica and Matt. Thank you very much. I've been using them quite a bit. They're all fall themed. So. Yeah. Alright. So. Hef. Pretty. It kind of looks cloudy. Actually, let me see. I always like to do this with like a. Ooh, it's hard to see that way. It's. Oh wait, you can kind of see it. Maybe it's too bright though. Yeah, it's kind of too bright. It's almost like lemon yellow. It's hard to see though on camera, but it's like a lemony yellow. It's a little foggy, but it's got that real sweet Hef. I feel like Hefeweizens kind of have that banana-ish smell to them. I don't know if that's a thing with them, but I feel like it is because the last Hef I had from Roundhouse, that kind of had like a banana-ish smell, but they didn't say anything about banana in theirs, I don't think. Oh yeah, it reminds me of like a banana shake. Or like, yeah. Smells good, sweet. Very sweet. I get that banana. It's kind of like ice cream, like banana and ice cream. But it's kind of that same like Hef taste you get from other ones. I actually really like that. I should buy some like yeast, like Hef yeast, and maybe try making one of these. I don't know. I need to look up how to make them because I don't know if they take longer or what, or if they're like an ale. Because they're pretty nice. They're nice and sweet. Yeah, this is easy. Did it say percentage on here? Okay, so 5% ABV and 13 IBUs. They have the IBUs on here too. Not bitter at all. 13's like nothing. It's just like a grain belt, pretty much. Grain belt's like 12 IBUs. Yeah, this is nice. It's got a little, if you like more of a little bit of a sweet flavor, well, with the beer. And if you like Hefeweizens, not bad. If you like banana too, because it does have more of something banana in there. It goes well with that sweet, like Hefeweizen, like the normal kind of yeasty taste and sweet that you get. That's pretty good. It's still got a real strong beer flavor, too. But it's not, yeah, it's not too bitter. It's not, it could be too sweet for some people. Probably depends on your palate. Actually, I don't think it's too sweet. It could be, though. But it does still have a stronger beer flavor on the end. Initially, like smell, you get that banana and that hef smell. And it's nice and sweet. And that kind of carries through, and then it kind of ends in a smooth beer. It's not crisp, but it smooths out, is mostly what happens. Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna have to just take another glass. I still have some in there. Alright, so what should I do next? IPA maybe? Change it up? Yeah, maybe let's do the IPA. IPA. So this one's called Trader IPA, Indian Pale. I think I actually might have tried a sample of this. So this is, let's see, what is it? 7%. Okay. And 70 IBUs, so definitely going to be hoppy. Definitely gonna taste it. 70 IBUs is up there. I think those stone beers we did, I think those are 80 plus, and those are pretty hoppy. I didn't think they were bad. Jeff thought they were horrible. So I don't know what he would think about this. We'll see. I haven't even tried it, so I don't know. I didn't think those stone beers were like overly bitter. They were bitter, but I'm gonna pour not as much into this one because I freaking had a bunch left over last time. Alright, so this is the Trader IPA. Similar kind of color. We got some more head on this one though. Shine the light through it, I want to see. Same kind of like almost lemony orange, or like yellowish orange. It's not like clear or anything, obviously. It's not like lager, but it's not, I don't know if they'd call it hazy, no. It's not like a bunch in there. Okay, smell. Hops, floral. What kind of hops are those? I don't know. They're not citrusy. It's more like a Cascade Mosaic, maybe? Maybe? I don't think it says. But that's kind of what I'm getting out of it. Maybe Cascades, what did I say? Oh, Mosaic, or maybe like a Centennial, maybe? Actually, I don't even know if I've even had Centennial hops. I could just be saying crap. Okay. It's an IPA. Is it bad? No. Is it good? I mean, it's good. I wouldn't say, it doesn't seem much different than it's an IPA. There's something else there. There is something else there. Almost kind of like some kind of hint of maybe something citrus. I don't know. It's pretty bitter. It's pretty bitter hop. It's a real hop flavor though. To me, it's not. It's got a little bit of bitterness. For me, personally, it's not overly. I don't think Jeff would like this that much. He'd probably like it better than the Stone, but this is kind of like how this reminds me of the Stone IPAs in a way. I mean, I think this is like a lot of IPAs. I mean, 70 IBUs, it's up there. I think it's still drinkable though. It's nice, nice head. Doesn't look real dirty or anything. It's really smooth all the way through. Though even that bitterness hits you on the tongue, but it's smooth going in and smooth on the drink and the finish. Yeah, I can't really say much about this. It's kind of like if you've had most IPAs, I suppose. But I mean, that's probably what they're going for. They're making an IPA, so I'll be interested to try this Hop Hill. But I think I'm gonna skip this for now because I just did a hoppy beer, and we will do this Goldie Ale. So, Golden Ale. Let me finish this up. Okay, this is 4.9% ABV and 18 IBUs. So once again, not real strong. This will probably be, I don't know, Golden Ale. This is probably just like a year-round drinker maybe, or summer. This seems kind of summery. It's got that very like summer, could be a fall beer. Could be a fall, like kind of golden ale. I mean, this could even be a winter beer, really. I could see someone with this in like a cozy or something out winter or something, or I don't know. Could be. I can see that. Ooh, not foamy. Alright. Fuck. Cans spilling shit. Oh, I just tasted a little bit. Once again, is this the same color? I feel like these are all the same color. Like they took one batch. It looks the same. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the same base batch and they just either like put different hops in or they use a different yeast. I would not be surprised. Like, I wonder, I'd be interested to see what the grain belt is on all of these. The smell is, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really getting much of a smell. Maybe a slight malty. It's kind of, it's really light. It's not heavy. And maybe that's because I just had that IPA, which is why I wanted to change it up too. I didn't want to go straight into another IPA. I think that's what it is too. And my nose is a little bit plugged up today. But yeah, there's like a really light, I think there's a little bit of some hops in there, but it's really light because obviously nothing like the IPA I just had. So I guess let's try it. That's different. It has a little bit of, actually, it's a little bit sour almost to me. Not sure if it's supposed to be that way. It's not off-putting. It's nice. It's an easy drinker, that's for sure. There's a little bit, something different in there. It's not bad though. I don't know how I'd describe that. It's light, it's malty, kind of. Is this? I mean, it's an ale. I'm just wondering if it's some kind of pilsner though. It reminds me of this hef. So I still have a little bit of this. Oh, that smells good though. This hef smells really good. It smells like straight, just it smells like bananas. That works really well. That's very similar. Like honestly, this hef that they have here. And then this golden ale. God, they're similar. Like, honestly, I feel like they're almost the same beer, just with different yeast. That's really interesting. Could be wrong, though. I could be completely wrong. Let's see. That one's really smooth like that, too. It just doesn't have that sweetness of the hef. It's more, hits you. It's more of like a beer. You get more of the beer flavor. So there's more of a beer bitterness on the end, where that hef is smoother kind of on the end. Because of that sweetness and everything. Cuts through a little bit of what would be bitter, probably. It's good, though. This would be an easy drinker. This could probably be what they'd call like a table beer, or, you know, you could take out. It's a little different. It's not, it does have more flavor than, say, like your average grain belt, or even, ooh, I don't know. It's kind of similar up there maybe with like a Budweiser, but I'd probably still take this over Budweiser, maybe, just because it's different. Because it's just it's a little bit more malty, though. You do get more of a thickness out of it, I think, than you would, you know, Coors or Budweiser. It's interesting. It's, yeah, I don't know. I still have, okay, so I have this Hop Hill. I still have one more. But yeah, I feel like this is kind of like their year-round. You just want a beer that has a little bit more flavor. It's not standard. I'd say give this a try. So far, all these I would say is try. This one definitely, if you can find it. I don't know how it's going to be around. It's their hef. It probably is not going to be around long, and it might only be part of this. This is part of a mix pack. So, don't know. I just picked this up tonight. So, because I figured I'd do something since we're not going to have an episode this weekend. So I figured I'd do a live video for you guys and just get something out there. Because Jeff's going to be busy this weekend. And I'm going to be busy. Got movies coming out this weekend, stuff like that, and people are just busy doing stuff. So, but hopefully next week we'll have something. Yeah. Or I'll do some beer videos too, which I could do some beer videos on here, but I've been debating whether or not I want to keep those like on my separate channel, my own channel, or if you guys would want to see some of the brewing stuff on this channel. But we do more reviews on this channel, so I don't know if I want to kind of mix those, because they're kind of different. They're not the same thing. I mean, we do the same thing, but they're different. So this is more like reviewing stuff. That's more like me messing around and not knowing what I'm doing and making beer and shit. So, but yeah. Maybe I'll show you guys some of the stuff I have going on that I did the other day, just as like a little preview thing if you guys are interested in some stuff like that. But so Hop Hill. So I have one more. Hop Hill. This, I don't know what to expect. I kind of like these cans. They're not bad. They do like this regular can thing, and then the logo is kind of just cut, kind of half of it off. It's a different kind of, I like it. It's not bad. It's different, you know. All right, so 5.2 and 45 IBU. So this is kind of in between that IPA and just a regular kind of sessionable beer. But I feel like this will probably be sessionable. 45 is not bad. 45, because we had like that Southern Hospitality that had 60. That was a sessionable beer. That was not bitter, hoppy at all. I mean, it was hoppy, but it wasn't bitter. And I could drink a bunch of those. So we'll see. Is there anything else on here? Not really. Just says Hop Hill. And it is a pale ale. That's all it says. So we will give it a whirl. And I'll try not to spill some this time. Alright, hop hill. Want to guess what color it is? I feel like it's going to be the same color. Same color. A little bit of some stuff thrown around there. So, might be slightly filtered. Got a nice head on there too. It's not bad. Looks good in this glass. Thank you, Jessica and Matt. Feel all fancy with my beer glasses. You know, you can like hold it almost like a wine glass, or you could be fancy and hold it like this, or you can do this thing and you'd be like, hey, I drink beer. Okay, anyways. Alright, that's got... Well, that reminds me of like a mosaic, but I could be wrong. Very hop, floral. But not too much. It's actually less than the IPA, but it's similar. Actually, the IPA, this I feel more like is a mosaic than that. I'm not exactly sure what was in the IPA. I feel like there's probably a couple in that IPA, but this... God, though, I don't know, because I've smelled a couple different hops now from brewing, but I don't know. I feel like I have to smell the hops before. That's one thing I need to learn is more like hop smells. It's kind of interesting because there's that hoppy smell and the floral that you always get from hops, but then they do have, every kind of hop strain does have their own distinct where it's more like a citrusy, or you know, you do get little notes out of there. You kind of have to, I think it's an acquired thing of smelling hops. I don't think like everyone, because some people just smell hops and they're just like, man, it smells like really floral and bad, but there's a difference. I should just taste it. Ooh, that's not bad. A lot more sessionable. Really smooth finish, actually. Like initial sip, malty, really hoppy initially, floral. It's nice though. It's almost like a nice. I don't know. I keep on saying mosaic because that's kind of the only thing that pops in my head, but it's really smooth though, and it's like the bitterness starts to build up, but then it smooths off towards the end, so it's not unpleasant at all. Yeah, there's almost kind of a little bit of sweetness in there too. I'm not sure. Maybe that's residual. I'm not sure. Oh, I feel like it might be. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. I think it's just because the weather's changing. This is not bad. I actually like this probably more than the IPA. Because the IPA is almost, not that it's too much, but there is more of a bitterness in there. This is more drinkable. Like where because I do like a little bit of the hops. I like getting a little bit of hop bitterness and that aroma and the floral. Excuse me. But yeah, but sometimes that can be too much too. I feel like they can easily do too much. This is not bad, actually. This is not bad. So I think out of this pack of 4, my 2 favorites probably going to be this Hop Hill and the Hef that they did, which apparently this was like a special like brewer's batch. Down on the side here, brewer's batch. So apparently they don't do this all the time, but I think they should. I mean, it could be a seasonal, but it's pretty dang good. I will give them that. It's pretty dang good. So Badgers Hill, never heard of them. Apparently they're out of Shakopee. Yeah, I never heard of them. I don't know if they're a bigger brand. I don't know. I've never heard of them. I don't know if they're since when they've been around. I suppose I could look it up. I'll probably I could always go back to, I don't think it's gonna be in here, but I could go back and add a link in the description, I believe, to the website. I think I can do that. So I may do that. Because they probably have other beers than this. This was just a mixed pack of 4. So, yeah. I feel like, too, they must be a kind of bigger brewery if they're able to do an assorted pack. Because I was talking to some local brewers, and a lot of them don't do mixed packs. it's really nice for people when they want to try different beers, but a lot of smaller breweries too, they say that it's difficult for them because there's the labor, um, and you almost have to have special machinery to, because there's nothing out there really that, like, I guess, sorts multiple types of beers. I mean, there probably is a machine, but it's probably super expensive, so it makes sense. So they have to hire people to probably individually pack boxes, so makes sense. Which I never kind of thought about that from their point of view, But from consumer point of view, it's nice because you can try a couple different of the brewer's beers and kind of figure out what you want. I would definitely, get that Hef and that Hop Hill. Again, those are really nice, but it looks like the Hop Hill is a limited, or not the Hop Hill, the Hef is a limited time thing, and the Hop Hill, I'm assuming, is like a regular, probably all year round. Could be a new one they did. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the little beer review. I figured I'd put something out. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys about my brewing stuff. Might do some of that on this channel. Not sure. Might just keep it on my own channel. But so was it Wednesday? Yep. Yesterday, brewed. I think it was my third actual recipe beer. So that's like a kind of Pilsen, 2-row, a little bit of caramel, lemon drop hops, and Huel melon hops, which is like a strawberry honeydew. So with those lemon drop hops, they're very lemon, they're more of a citrusy. They actually are considered a noble hop, I guess, but and I did them later in the brew, so to get more of a aroma out of them, get more of the flavors out of the hops. Instead of, if you put hops in earlier on in like your boil when you're making the beer, you'll get more bitterness. So I don't want so much bitterness in that one. So I put them in, add them as late additions, kind of. I thought about doing dry hopping, but I haven't done that ever, and I don't know if that would be too much. So I just decided to do add them as late additions to the end of the boil. So I'll see how that turns out. But I've been pretty happy because when I woke up this morning, the freaking fermenter's been going crazy, and I haven't actually, maybe some of my others have done this, but I haven't been around when they were just bubbling up out of the airlock tube. So because so right now I just use buckets. So you put that top on, and then you have an airlock tube, and you have solution there. So you can use like vodka, or you can have like a Starzan, which is like a antibacterial cleaning solution. So that's like what I put in there, and so what it does is it lets air escape, and then nothing can get back in because it only lets the air out. So it helps to keep the beer from getting contaminated. But the fermentation's working because it will be bubbling out, and it's just been going crazy the past day. So yeah, I think it's going right now. Here, let me see if I can take you guys on a little trip, I guess. I'll take you. But this is not gonna end it. Oh, okay, we're good. So, actually I have a lager too. I did. The lager is my version of a German lager. So that's it's pretty much a German Munich lager is what I'm attempting to do, but I'll see how that turns out because I'm not sure how well it's going to go because I don't have really the proper temperature control to do a lager. So I'm pretty much just attempting. It's a trial and error. I'm probably mostly going to do ales because they're easier for me temperature-wise to control. Ales are not super picky. You leave them between 60 to 70 to 75, and well, more like 70, and they're fine. Lagers, though, you usually need to ferment at colder temperatures, and you also have to let them sit longer. So I'm kind of doing an experiment, and I'm just gonna let my lager sit. It's around 60, something like that, and I'm just gonna let it sit for 6, 7, 8 weeks, bottle it, and see how it turns out. But it's mostly Munich, and then I did those Huel melon hops. So those are like a strawberry and honeydew flavor you're supposed to get out of them. So I guess we'll see. Or yeah, I did and the Hollowtown hops, which are the ones if you ever had Boston Lager, that kind of bitterness you get off of Boston Lager. They're a noble hop, and that's what I use for the bittering on that. So it'll be kind of Boston Lager-ish. I don't know what it's gonna be like. It'll be interesting. I have no idea. But this ale they have here should be done before that one. I like to write on these here. So when I did it, 11:14, and date or when I'm gonna check it is around 11:28 or so, like 2 weeks, because pale ales usually only take about 2 weeks. So as you can see here, though, it's just bubbling like crazy, and I haven't actually seen them going, so I'm feeling pretty good about this ale. This one also, when I did it, checked out at about 6.5 ABV, so should be pretty good. And the IBUs on this one should end up around 33 to 35, somewhere in there, 30 to 35 maybe. So it shouldn't be too bad. It should be pretty easy. It's gonna be a little hoppy, but it should be drinkable. So yeah, I'm still trying to think of a name for this one, but I've been asking Jeff because he was the one that actually came up with the idea for it. He was like, "Oh, what if you did like a library or lemon strawberry beer?" So I was like, "Oh, well, I'll think something up." So I came up with a recipe. So it's mostly like a pilsner kind of, or like a pilsner pale ale kind of. So I don't know. See how that turns out. So beer stuff I have going on. I'll probably come up with another beer too to do eventually. So yeah. Oh, my one beer I did too. I had my dark ale. That needs to be tweaked. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not happy with it though. It's not good. I don't really want to give it to people. I'll probably let some people try it. I don't think it's that great. Obviously, I'm my own worst critic. But it just turned out too smoky. There was pros and cons to it though. It actually had way better head retention than my first beer. It had actually a really nice roasty, malty flavor to it, but then it was too smoky, and then that messed with the cherry flavor, so it had an off cherry flavor. So, and that's just it's hard to drink, at least in my opinion, because it's overpowering. But there was pros to it, so I did learn some stuff. So I'm gonna edit that recipe, but I think the lager and I think this new ale I did are gonna be like 100 times better than that one turned out, because I think they're just, I don't know, I think I just did it better. But that's what everyone's telling me too, is you'll probably do a really good one and then you'll have a couple bad ones or something like that, and it's a learning process, so we'll see. But yeah, I keep a bunch of stuff jotted down in there. That's where I keep all my write down all my recipes, all that, take notes, so keep it all written down. Haven't came up with a name, obviously, for that new one. I've been asking Jeff for one because I'm gonna kind of name it, but I don't know. I've just been naming most of them after ancestors, so like my dark ale, which actually I might make a porter. I don't know. I think it's gonna be like Olaf's porter or something, but I think I'm gonna change it to a porter. Maybe, and just do like dark roast. I think I can do a good dark kind of roasty porter. And then my Munich is Stax Munich. So I'm just taking from family names. That's pretty much my plan. So yeah, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Sorry, there's not gonna be an episode really, like an official episode. Might still keep doing the live stuff. I don't know. It's kind of going for about half an hour now. I don't want to do too long of sitting around here. Kind of, yeah, so hopefully next week me and Jeff will do something, maybe more of an actual episode. We'll see what happens. I guess it will be after Thanksgiving, though, so, we'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll do another live little episode, actually. Maybe I'll grab another beer. Or if Jeff does. We might do another brewery one, too. What you guys think about the live brewery? We might go to another brewery, do one of those. Possibility. That's probably might be what we're gonna do. I still need to get Jeff over to Jack Pine too, so we can try their Hornet's Nest, which is really good. Fuck yeah, guys. Okay, that's gonna be it about. I don't have really much else to say. So thank you guys for watching, and the new subscribers as well. Yeah, we've just kind of been busy a lot recently with work and all that, and just life, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little kind of quick little live thing and me talking a bunch of nonsense about beer stuff and other stuff that I'm still learning. So yeah, we'll see you guys later, and hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is or where you are. Alright guys.